So I'm holding a phone to my mouth because my computer's getting pretty old and the computer fan's being pretty obnoxious with its buzzing. I recognize the audio on a lot of these videos have been pretty terrible. Um, so I'd rather be I know the frame rate also hasn't been very good. I'd rather be creating something than just sitting around doing nothing because the equipment isn't very good and these videos aren't they wouldn't be very high production even if I did everything right. So I'm gonna speak into my phone here and just match the audio later and hope that's somewhat better. Um, so I just want to talk a little about Disco Elysium, which uh, I played a few months ago now and very quickly realized it was about as good as everyone said, and uh, very rapidly became one of my favorite games in the midst of playing it. The question I want to ask here today is whether I should have played it. Um, One of the top Steam reviews right now of Disco Elysium basically says, don't play this. The creators had their life's work stolen by corporate ghouls. Uh, it's great, but run away. And I saw that before I bought it. I won't pretend I didn't. Um, but I wanted to play Disco Elysium. I didn't want to know if that was true in the moment. I just wanted to play the game everyone's been telling me to play for years. Um, so I bought the game, the final cut that was on very dramatic sale at the time. And I sort of didn't really look back. I didn't even really think about it during my playthrough. I just kind of had a great time. Love basically everything about it. Agree with basically um, everyone who considers it as significant as it is. Just had a great time. Right now, I've started the English translation of Sacred and Terrible Air, which it's just my style of prose. I found it wonderful so far. Um, the other thing I've watched now is the big long 2 hour Who's Telling the Truth documentary, which to me seems pretty damning of both sides. It's made me feel a little worse about Disco Elysium and the whole Zaum universe in about every regard. Um, Curvit seems um, not unlike some of the some of the well-intentioned, not good people he depicts in his own game, or I shouldn't even say him because of course they're a team of writers. Um, and the but then that of course doesn't justify the very real possibility that Zaum was purchased by what's his name illegally, and even if it's not illegal, certainly immorally. And I wonder if I sort of compromised on my own morals by not wanting to know whether that Steam review was true. That Steam review that said this was stolen, don't play it. And I guess I'm not really sure how to. I, I feel like it's a failing I have that sometimes I'd rather not know something disturbing than seek out the truth. Is it necessarily my responsibility to dig up everything wrong with a product before I buy it, before I purchase it. Um, it sounds it sounds silly to say yes, but if the warning signs are there, if 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 people who you can't necessarily trust in a vacuum, but if people have done their job in signaling that post, that review to the top, is it your responsibility to just do some basic research and um, I don't know, watch a 2-hour documentary before you buy a thing. Um, I don't know, but maybe it is. Maybe it is. Um, and I don't know what the right answer is, basically. Um, I have a lot to say about Disco Elysium, the game, but before I ever make a video about that, I feel like I have to get it out there that like maybe I was lazy in playing it in the first place. Um, yeah.